The 30th season of The Ultimate Fighter will feature two of the biggest stars in mixed martial arts today. We have UFC bantamweight champion Julianna Peña, UFC featherweight champion Amanda Nunes is in the building as well. They brought the belts with them. They are going to be the coaches for the two opposing teams of this upcoming season. Ladies, thanks for hanging out with us. Julianna, let me start with you. Why is this opportunity something that you wanted to do?
You know, it's how I got my start. I started on The Ultimate Fighter. Things are kind of coming full circle for me. So to be able to give back to the next generation and to help this next generation of fighters propping up in the UFC is an honor. And it's something that I've always wanted to do. So I feel incredibly blessed for the opportunity.
Amanda, I will pose the same question to you. Why did you want to be a part of this?
You know, like every fight is one day you want to be a coach. So this is a perfect opportunity to start, do with a bunch of fighters. So to see how I do with them, to put in my experience out there, to see share. They's gonna share something with me too. So I'm so happy to share this thing with them and then help them to get the dream come true.
Yeah, looking to give back and maybe even learn something as well. Now, Amanda, after your loss to Julianna at UFC 269, which we're going to talk a little bit more about later, it was reported that you were going to leave your gym, American Top Team, and create your own gym with your wife, Nina. What's the expectation that you'll be able to use your own team of coaches for this season's Ultimate Fighter?
You know, like I say, after all this done, I want to be a coach. So when I say I want to open a gym, I didn't say I'm going to open a public gym. I want to open a private space. You know, if I have to start over, I want to do something the way I want to do. So it's going to be something that I want to do as my private coach, that I want to really be better for our next rematch.
You know, so many current UFC stars got their jump start to that stardom in The Ultimate Fighter. And that includes you, Julianna. As you mentioned, you won back in season 18. What did that experience mean for your journey to now being a UFC champion?
You know, it was a great opportunity to focus on myself as a fighter. You never are going to get this opportunity to live in a house where you can block out all the outside noises, no outside distractions. You get to train with the best teams in the world twice a day. You get to eat whatever you request. You know, it's actually very nice. When I got out of the Ultimate Fighter house, I just kind of wanted to get back in there because it was a time to just pause and focus on myself as a fighter and honing in on my skill set. So it was a great experience for me. And I'm looking forward once again to go down there with my team and get the job done. I'm excited to start this season and to give back to where it all started for me as a fighter.
You know, I gotta speak for a lot of mixed martial arts fans. One of the reasons we're so excited about this particular season is because you two ladies are involved, and also because of what we just saw from you two back in December at UFC 269. Julianna, you said you were going to win that bout. You told everyone that would listen that you were going to beat Amanda and pull off maybe the biggest upset in the history of the UFC. Now that you have that belt and you've had some time to fully absorb what has happened, what's it been like for you since that victory?
It's been great. You know, I've been living on cloud nine in a sense, but I don't want to rest on my laurels. I still have so much more to do. I'm looking forward to defending this belt and to going on and getting the next one and seeing what's next for me in the future. So, you know, this isn't it for me. I have crushed one of my dreams that I've always wanted to accomplish, and now it's on to the next thing and moving on for the future.
Amanda, you got one belt on your shoulder, but I know you want two on your shoulders as one of the few double champs in the history of the UFC. What did that loss do to you in terms of motivation going forward?
You know, I think after that loss, I don't have time to be sad or anything else because what I accomplished in my whole career is amazing. You know, everything that I did was just like the happiest things ever. You know, I make history and everything else. So I feel like after that loss, of course, I don't was there 100%. You know, I have a couple trouble to really step there 100%. So it's not excuses, you know. Congratulations to Julianna. So for some reason, she really deserve it, and we're gonna see each other soon. I'm happy to really step in the cage against her again to do this 100% like I supposed to be.
Well, Amanda, with that said, again, we will see this rematch, but obviously it would have to happen after your duties at the Ultimate Fighter have been concluded. No date yet has been set for the rematch. But for you, Amanda, what would be your real goal there? Is it going just to get the belt back or to avenge the loss to Julianna specifically?
Honestly, of course, the belts is something like that all of us chase, but at this point in my life, I just want to show up 100% how I want to be, So with the belt or without the belt, I just want to really, really prove I'm better than her.
All right, so Julianna, she wants to prove that she's better than you. Now, granted, you do realize that Amanda Nunes is the greatest female fighter in the history of mixed martial arts. I think you would agree to that. And a lot of people say she may be one of the best pound-for-pound fighters, period. So from your standpoint, even though you said you knew you were going to win, the voting public, the betting public didn't think you would. Is there any sense from your standpoint that you have to beat her again to validate your belt and to prove that that one victory was not a fluke?
Yeah, absolutely. This is my chance to hush the naysayers up. And I've always been in this situation where I'm the underdog and no one believes in me. And so this is just another chance to let everybody notice or put them on notice that, I'm in this division and I'm here. Amanda has done so much for the sport. She has a bunch of belts in both weight classes. And I think that that's great. She is definitely one of the greatest of all times. But I also believe in my own skill set. And I also know that we fought for that belt on that night, and this is my belt just like she has her belts, but then we're going to go run it back and do it again and fight for that second belt, and we can figure out mano y mano who the best woman is and who the last woman standing is, and so I'm excited for that opportunity.
Yeah, two reasons the fight fans are so excited. You've got you two as coaches for the Ultimate Fighter and the rematch sometime in 2022 for that UFC bantamweight belt that Julianna now holds that Amanda wants back. Again, ladies, appreciate the time today and best of luck. Can't wait to see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
Thank you for
appreciate the
having
time
me.
as well.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.